immediately within the next 5 to 8 days or so, 10 at the most. Then there is a link to a Buy Me a Coffee website, Buy Me a Coffee at That's Not Acting. Here we go. You can put what I call hello, everybody. And by doing that, you will essentially be commanding me to react to something specific immediately. So if that's something you're interested in, live is still tripping me out. I'm still really unsure of how all this is going to be put together, how it will work. I hope everything's working okay. We're about to find out. I don't know how to do it. I can't tell if anybody's here or not. If anybody's here, hello. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to where I can see if there's anybody here. Nope, that's not right. This should be working right now. This should be happening. Please, please, please be working. I think it's working. Hey! Nice to see you. Forgive me. I'm still a little new to this. Hold on one second. I'm dropping frames. That will hopefully make it better. Is it still skipping around? Hopefully that's better. How you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for visiting post. Were you in the Nightwish video? Were you there for the premiere for that? Hello, everybody. Hello, Ireland. Another place I am desperate to visit. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just go with a song that Sanders says, just go with the song that sounds the most interesting to you. Can't go wrong. So many reactors follow the list exactly. Love seeing some reactions from the bottom of the list. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. I'll bet there are several people who just start at the top and go. So it probably takes a long time for some of the ones at the bottom to get reacted to. I'll keep that in mind and think about jumping down there and maybe pulling some from the bottom. That might be kind of interesting, kind of fun. Hello, Sweden. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you did anyway. Yeah, lots of concerts have been getting canceled. My daughter, the poor girl, she just turned 18 in January of this year, and for her birthday, she got tickets to her first concert. Things were supposed to be cooling down COVID-wise, so I was excited about it. She was excited about it, and then, of course, it got canceled because we had that resurgence. And then she bought tickets to another concert that was just a few months ago, and then it got canceled. So the only two concerts she's ever gotten tickets to in her life have been canceled. And it just got me thinking about how... I mean, I remember hitting 17, 18, 19 and starting to hit the concerts and things like that, and she's just not getting to experience that. And it kind of breaks my heart, you know? Let's see. Classical music? Yeah, I like classical music. I think I'm probably the only person in, like... It'd probably be difficult to find anybody else who's done this, but back when I took my first... music comp class, or no, it wasn't music comp, it was intro to music history, and we came up to Gregorian chants. I actually rocked those out in my car for a couple of weeks because I thought they were so cool. But yeah, I think Chopin's probably my favorite. I like Vivaldi. Of course, everybody likes Beethoven and Bach, and I'm not as big on the Baroque composers. That's a little too ornate, a little too much going on. Chopin's really where it's at for me. Debussy's good. Of course, everybody likes Debussy since Twilight stole it. But yeah, I like classical music. Second CD of the latest album of Nightwish. I actually just came across Flora's YouTube channel. She was talking today, I think, about one of the members of her band that does a lot of the writing, I guess, for this. I don't know a lot of the history or, you know, of the trivia or information about the band, but she was talking about one of them and how they write and how they don't like to start out with a specific idea. They don't like to stick too much to a formula. They really just allow their feelings to guide them while they're writing. And that's awesome. I love that. The band is amazing. The band is incredible. See, RPG says, I happened to see the Nightwish cover band this summer. That's still better than nothing. That's true. That's kind of sad, man. It's really sad. They were not on you, like, specifically, but like just the idea that we all have to deal with that's where we're at right now as a society, you know, as a world. We're just in a place where cover bands become the highlights of our year, and that's really kind of sad. They were actually really good. That's awesome. Almost on the level of the original. Almost. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you got to experience that. It is instrumental part of human and nature full orchestra. People keep saying this to me. I just got a comment on, I'm guessing on the video I just posted. It says, welcome to the greatest rabbit hole of your life. People keep comparing this to like a rabbit hole, just like getting stuck and going down this. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I don't doubt it. I really think that the first video I did, that song was an epic song. It was a good one to start with because it really kind of sucked me in and kind of got me hooked on them. Okay. All right, RPG. Is it Nevsky and the Prospects? I'm not going to try to pronounce that word that starts with an O, but I will. I'll definitely plug that into the search bar on YouTube and give that a look. And just every Saturday, she says, hi, Brandon Floor did a solo tour in the Netherlands. She's posting a new song from the show every Saturday. That's really cool. On her YouTube channel? Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm really nervous about my pronunciation. It's uncomfortable for me, but I'm really specific, like, especially with her name. I hope you guys don't mind. I don't like getting people's names wrong. I think it's really disrespectful whenever people, even like big time talk show hosts and things, they'll just blatantly mispronounce people's names, and you can tell they're not even trying, and that's just so disrespectful. So I really try really hard. Her last name, I said it Jansen in the first video. I got quickly corrected, and I just feel like no matter how many times I try to say it properly, it never sounds right. Cool. I will definitely check that out on her YouTube channel. I have subscribed. Oh, she had virtual concerts? That sounds awesome. This is the best we can hope for right now, right? So I wanted to let you guys know I'm really new to this live streaming thing. There are like stuff, like there's alerts and things that I guess are supposed to be happening sometimes. I don't know how it works exactly. I'm just happy that the chat is showing up on screen this time. Last time I couldn't get that to work. Yeah, sorry. We kind of suck. I'll be the first to tell you. It's amazing for a country that has so many different accents and dialects in it, like the U.S. does. We just really suck at trying to like dip into anybody else's, even in the States. You know, if you got somebody from Boston and they're trying to tell you something, how to pronounce something in Tennessee or Texas, it'll sound awful. It's just the way we're not built for it, I guess. Let me just, thanks for checking them out. My favorite band, and I'm not a metalhead either. Cool. Late, thank you for your beautiful reaction to Loic. Loic Note, dude, he's amazing too. I absolutely love him. There is more of him coming as well, but he's incredible. He's really incredible. I loved him so much. Can you pronounce Tom? Really? You're gonna do this to me? You're just gonna put me on the spot. Okay, I'm gonna try. Tom Paris? Is it Paris? Tom Paris? Maybe? I don't know. I love the talking in between too. The greatest show on earth is something. Thank you for. I appreciate that. I tried. But it's really in the inflection and the accent, right? That's the biggest problem. Pronunciation's never been like the biggest problem. It's always about the accent, and that's what I can't hit. And I always feel like if I try too hard, it sounds like I'm making fun of people. And I don't want that either. What's up? Hey everybody. What's up, man? Yes, the greatest show on earth. That's definitely going to be coming up for sure. It's getting requested a lot. I don't know what Gabriel's list looks like, and a lot of people suggested sticking to that. Now, I did somebody did tell me they think I should dip down to the bottom of it because everybody goes by it, they say, and so a lot of the stuff on the bottom doesn't get reacted to very often. So I might dip down to the bottom of it and try some of that stuff. I think that the greatest show will have to come, though, relatively soon because so many people are asking for it. Maybe she'll post the whole show, including the chats in between the songs later. She seems like a really open person. She seems like somebody who's really into giving her audience the best experience she can. I'm glad. The biggest thing for me is that I'm not intentionally being disrespectful. That I do know that it's important. A person's name is important. The way it's pronounced is important. I understand and I respect that, and that's the biggest thing for me. I'm going to get things wrong. Everybody is. I mean, I'm sure there are words that people from different parts of the world would get wrong if they were covering American things, or from other parts of the world. It's just normal. I just want to make sure when it comes to names that I'm careful that everybody knows I'm meaning to do it correctly. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful. I'm getting a little bit of dropped frames. I apologize, guys, if that keeps happening or if it's messing up your experience. The Poet and the Pendulum says, make sure to take some preparation. All right. Well, I'm sorry. It's really hard to read teasing in a text, Hello, Portugal. I do try to get, I don't have any on this particular video. I do try to get captions in several different languages out there. There'll be captions in Portuguese, Spanish, simple Chinese captions, Japanese, German, and French, usually on most of my videos. Let's see. Just make sure to take some preparation time when you want to react to the Poet and the Pendulum. Backstory makes it even more intense. Thank you for telling me that. I want to put that out to you. There's several of you here now. If you're giving suggestions, if there is something specific that I need to know or that you want me to know, be sure to tell me, because I don't do any research because I don't want to be influenced. Usually people have seemed to enjoy really raw reactions. So if there's something specific that you think I really need to know to really enjoy a piece, be sure to absolutely let me know. I've had experiences where I've put out a reaction and some people have gotten really upset at me because I didn't know the backstory. And that's just, I don't do that naturally because For the most part, people seem to want to hear a very raw experience, a very raw reaction. They want my first impressions. And a lot of the times, I don't want to go into it with the mindset that like if you watch these competition shows, they start before everybody's performance. They give you this long sort of video intro of them showing some tragedy they've been through or some way they've struggled. And it influences how you see them and how you root for them. And that's great for TV, but I don't want that for my reactions. I want to come in judging the music and the performance based on what I'm seeing. So if there's something I need to know for sure, I have an email in the description of pretty much everything that I post. Also in the comments, I read every comment. I've gotten to where I can't reply to every one of them. There's too many. But I do read them all, so if there's anything I need to know for sure, absolutely let me know. It's better that way than just yelling at me later because I didn't know, right? There's a lot of comments happening right now. I'm missing some, just so you know. There is there's a super chat button there, just to highlight your comment. If you want to make sure that I see it, you can use that down there. Let's see. I've missed something. I missed a lot of things. Floor, to be fair, I've heard Floor and her sister pronounce their last name differently, so it may just be a difference depending on who they're introducing themselves to. It may be. I've noticed that a lot of people who have names that are very specific to their language or their region, right, the dialect, sometimes they tend to change the pronunciation based on how other people say it. I mean, being in the United States, especially in the South, there are a lot of people, like when I went to university from South Korea, there are a lot of people from Thailand, from Nigeria and places like that. And if they're just getting here, if they're brand new here, they will be saying their name very authentically, but after about a year of being here, they really just kind of give up on it. It sucks that the way things get done here in the States, we kind of force people to accommodate us. I think that sucks. I want to know what your name is. Like, I want to know it. And if I can't say it, then like I said, I'm not going to butcher it, right? I'm not going to. So that's just what I want. But that's just me, personally. The Phantom of the Opera. What would is that Tarja? Is that a different artist? Jansen. See, it just sounds weird because of my southern accent, my U.S. southern accent, Jansen. I've heard her say it, and I've heard some other people say it in interviews and things, and it just doesn't sound the same coming out of my mouth. Hey, Jamil, thanks for the sub. It seems simple enough. Yansen, it seems simple enough. It just doesn't sound the same. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know that they've had, I think 3. I've heard that they've had 3 singers. So she did a Phantom of the Opera. Jansen. Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Floor has an amazing cover of Adagio on her YouTube channel too. It's not Nightwish. Definitely worth a listen though. I actually know about that. I was really careful actually not to start with that. I've been listening to Lara Fabian for a little while now. The channel put me onto it, and I've been going through her catalog. And she is, I think anybody can agree that she's pretty amazing. So I didn't want to come into Floor without ever having heard her and automatically be comparing her to somebody that I know is really good. I didn't want to put that expectation on her. I really wanted to come in and kind of get to know her as a singer on her own. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I started with Nightwish's stuff. I'm gonna jump into a couple of her independent things. I really want to do the one I know she did a performance of something from Phantom of the Opera, Music of the Night, I think. And then maybe I'll jump into the Adagio cover. Dave, maybe it's not the best idea to dive that deep into band history. Second reaction in. This band has a 25-year history with lots of ups and downs. Yeah, that's like my biggest thing is that whatever my opinions are, whatever I think of each song or each performance, however I come away from them feeling, I understand that this band has a deep history and has a ton of really dedicated fans. So my first priority is to, while I gotta be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest about how I feel about things, and I want to be honest about my reaction to things and my opinions, because that's part of what I do here. But at the same time, I'm definitely mindful of the fact that I want to be respectful, because art is such a subjective thing, and everybody likes different things. Everybody has different preferences. Even in small niche groups, you will find differing opinions. So the last thing I want to do is be disrespectful to anybody else's favorite band. And just about any band out there has someone who thinks that they're the best band ever, right? So that's my thing. It's not about, as far as me not liking or not being like metal, not being my go-to. I like metal music. I've always liked heavy metal music, hard rock, heavy metal. I remember how back, I think probably my most listened to metal ever was when the Queen of the Damned film soundtrack came out. I listened to that thing like all the time. Korn was on that. It was amazing. That was one of my biggest things. But so it's not like I don't like metal. It's just not something that I listen to every day. You know, like when I turn on my playlist in the car, it's not the first thing that pops up. That's all I mean. Let's see. Oh my God, there's so many of you. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'd say the most important thing with Nightwish, whenever possible, choose live performances over studio recordings. Okay. Whenever possible. Does everybody agree with that? Let me know in the comments. Everybody agree that their live performances are pretty much always better than their studio recordings? I would start a poll if I knew how. Oh, look! Live. I can do it. Look, hold on. Boom. I didn't know I could do that. I don't know where you will find it, but I just asked my community. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry. I'm just learning how all this works. Again, I just want to let you know one more time that there is a super chat button right below the chat bar there, where you can have your chat highlighted if you really want me to catch something, because I'm starting to have a hard time keeping up. I spooked quite a few colleagues when starting Dark Chest of Wonders during car rides. Terry, what did you not have the right words about? I really feel like I'm missing something. I'm gonna have to get used to this, I guess. Hello, Portugal. Hello, Colombia. I love so much that all these communities are so multicultural and from so many different places. Thanks, Sander. I appreciate you being here, man. Or, I think, man. I don't want to assume anybody's gender. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate it. More subs. Thanks, Brian. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Hello, Finland. Great to see new people find the band. Lucky to be alive every day. Absolutely every day. You feel like you're in a Zoom class. Had your first semester as a tutor, and I know how you feel with all. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's so much going on. There's so many people chatting I think I've done one live before this, and I think the most I had in going at one time was maybe like 7 or 8 people. There were more people in, but just not everybody chatting. So I really appreciate you guys talking. Just please don't be upset with me if I don't see your comment. There's a lot to go through. It looks like nobody wants me to do studio recordings, like not a single person. $22 votes, and nobody wants the studio versions. All right, well, I think that's decided. I will not be doing any studio versions. Hello, Netherlands. That is another place that I am desperate to visit. Wait a second, I saw something. Nightwish is strong in Europe and Latin America. They're strong in a lot of places from what I'm seeing. I'm getting messages and comments from messages and comments from all over the world. It's crazy. The problem starts in choosing which live versions to choose, because some songs have different options and each version has their own favorite. That's a problem I've run into many times. I do a lot of Lara Fabian. I did earlies, especially, and over on my Patreon channel, we have a whole Lara Fabian community over there on my Discord, and it always ends up to where I'll do one song and it's the one everybody wanted, but then everybody's like, okay, now that you've seen that one, you need to see it when she sang it in this concert, and when she sang it back then in 15 years ago, and the one she just sang last summer, and you need to see all of them and compare. Which, I mean, we get around to it, but it's crazy. Everybody has their favorite. Everybody has the one they want you to do, right? And you just have to. Everybody has to kind of get through it one at a time, and we can do that. I have no problem doing that at all. That's not something I usually do on YouTube. Usually, the way I do a YouTube is if I've done a song, then I've done it. But in places like on Discord and on the Patreon, we do multiple renditions of a song. We'll do a live and just listen to a bunch of songs. It happens all the time like that over there. Over there, I basically do whatever they tell me to over there. Not a set at all. It takes me forever to type one sentence here. I can understand that. I appreciate it. Shoemaker off the Current Human Nature is awesome on the album version, but now they have performed it live and it's pretty good too. Awesome. In my experience, most of us Nightwish fans agree on the best versions of every song. To be honest, really, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty incredible. I'm impressed by that. Can't go wrong with doing any floor reactions from Wacken live show. It's legendary at this point. It's really good. It's incredibly good. People were saying, oh no, they've been together forever by then, by a whole 10 months. And look, I've never been around a band on that level, like on Nightwish's level, but I've been around the music scene for most of my life. I have family who are musicians and who did like local tours and things, and I've seen bands come together and bands break apart, and it really seems to take at least a year to even build like really solid chemistry most of the time. So to come together 10 months later on that big of a stage and to show that kind of chemistry and that kind of, there's so much trust involved when doing a live show like that, particularly one so big. So to be able to do that in just 10 months, to me, is incredibly impressive. Some of you were like, yeah, they were only together for 10 months. And then some of you were like, man, they've been together for like a whole 10 months. They were good. However you look at it, just to me personally, it's really impressive. You can't go wrong with doing any floor reactions from the Wacken show. It's legendary. I read that already. However, to get a true grasp of Flora's versatility, check out her own channel and her choice of covers and or her appearance on... Yeah, that I'm not going to try to say that, but her appearance on that thing that you're talking about there, Scott, I've been told several times to check that out. Somebody sent me some links. I can actually react to that thing as a whole that was requested. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But then there was the idea that there's only certain ways to do it with subtitles, so that I can understand what's going on, like between the music. So, I mean, it's a thing that I can do. I can work that out. We'll figure it out. I think a couple of Nightwish fans have already come over to the Patreon. If that grows, it'll be easier. I do a lot of interviews and stuff over there. I do pretty much exclusively music on YouTube, but on the Patreon channel, we do a lot of, like for the Lara Fabian Fridays, we do a lot of interviews and things. Like the last video of hers I put up, my God, after I was done with it, it was 2 hours long. But it was a compilation of her giving advice and lessons whenever she was on, oh Lord, I've forgotten the name of the show. It was a contest show that's like The Voice or whatever. But it was a compilation of her giving all of her teaching advice to the students, to the contestants. And that was a lot of fun. But I do a lot of stuff like that over there. I don't do a ton of that on the YouTube channel. I think people here are mostly interested in just the music. But that might be something we do over there, so I can get all the in-between bits and the part, of her talking to the other artists, her talking to the camera. The subtitle links help the reactors. We already know what they say. Yeah, I appreciate it. I need it. When it comes to something, if it's not just music, if it's not just a song, if they're having conversations, I really appreciate having subtitles. After the hype is settled, we have a lot of good bands who are metal, but not metal. Symphonic. There is more than just rabbit hole to go down. More than one rabbit hole to go down. Watch Ghost Love Score in Buenos Aires in 2012. There, she was only 1 month with them. Wow, that's insane. Just being 1 month with a band and doing a large show, that's crazy talk, man. Yeah, I'm aware of that I've seen sort of a couple of like stills and things. It's just a bunch of artists got together and performed each other's songs, right? Yeah, I get the concept and it seems really cool. I think I would really enjoy like maybe just sitting down and watching the episodes. Even there are several artists on there that I've never heard of, so it might be cool to kind of get introduced to them. But we'll see. Like I said, things that happen over there are really completely up to the people there. I just do what they tell me, right? The way I figure it is if you're paying to be there, then it's my job to do my best to give you what I want, right? I mean, to give you what you want within reason. Why not show them the night they were the night where Nightwish had no singer and they had the guests on stage and still made a banger concert? I don't know, Dave. Again, that's kind of up to you guys. That would be interesting, though. That the idea that you would go on stage as a band without a lead singer is pretty intense. That's pretty insane. What I love is the floor saved the band that saved me. They saved her too. It's a beautiful story. Tara, that music is so powerful. I can think of in my own life, as early back as like 12 years old, I can think of certain songs or certain artists that really kind of pulled me out of dark times, out of some really hard times. I mean, at several points throughout my teenage years, my early 20s especially, music just has this ability to be something, to put us in a place, to pull us out of places we shouldn't be in, we don't need to be in, or we want out of. Music is really special. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier about how I'm just really careful not to disrespect anybody's like favorite. Every band is somebody's favorite, and I'm just really careful not to disrespect it. In general, for instance, if I get turned on to a new artist or a new band and I start listening to it and I don't like it, I can't find anything in it that I can really enjoy, I just don't put it out. I don't care who they are. I don't care how popular they are. I just won't do it, because there is no point in just crapping on somebody, you know. So I just don't do it. Art is art, man. And it's not my place to tell you what good art is. You know, all I can do is tell you how I feel about it, what I'm experiencing in the moment. That's all I can do. I'm having some trouble. Can you guys still see and hear me? Something weird is happening on my screens. I hope I'm still coming through okay. Cool, cool. Good. I think it's just me. It's just me, I guess. The video learned the set list in 48 hours is how Floor came to Nightwish. Okay, that's interesting. See, that's exactly the kind of thing that we would do on the Patreon channel that I normally do over there for Lar Fabian is stuff like that, things that are sort of like deep cuts into the fan base. Thank you. Yes, the within reason is important. Yeah, Darren, I've gotten in trouble with the, anything. I'll do anything before. I'm not going there again. My background music is a bit dodgy. I'll just pause that for the time being. I don't know what's happening. My internet's usually really great. I'm concerned. But as long as you can see and hear me fine, then we're good. Like I've completely lost. I've completely lost video over here. Hopefully everything's okay for you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's the internet god's way of telling me to get off live, right? Stop on my head. New subscriber. Thank you. I didn't see the name. I appreciate it. It is really late for a lot of you guys. I really appreciate you sticking around. I'm so sorry about that. This was the only time I could be around for the premiere. I'm going to try to make sure to premiere any more Nightwish videos closer to noon my time, which is about 3 hours earlier than when I premiered this. Now I seem like an old video. Now, I'm so sorry, guys. It's funny. It doesn't show I'm dropping frames or anything. It's, we're just going to, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to close this all together. See if that has any effect. See if that helps anything. The real MVR Martin and Gabriel are Nightwish Army legends. Is that true? Well, look at you, man. Hello, Russia. And I'm sorry it's so late there. Like I said, I'm going to try to pull it in a little earlier. Noon is when I usually premiere stuff. I just wasn't able to be around the computer at that time, and I didn't want to premiere it and not be there to chat with you guys, right? So I will try to get better. 11 a.m. here, maybe noon. That's 3 to 4 hours earlier than what I premiered this one. So if it was 10 o'clock where you are, it'll be 7, maybe 6 o'clock, and that'll be easier. I also don't like catching people in the middle of dinner, if I can help it. Let's see, from Russia, Portugal. Yeah, that's something that I enjoy. If you want something to chat, if you want to get involved in the chat, I would always feel free to throw in like where you're coming from, like where you're logging on from, because I love knowing where the audience is. Noonwish, 12 a.m. in Africa. Africa is a big place, my friend. Stayed up for this without complaints. I'm so glad. I appreciate that so much. I really do. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'll say this, man. The Nightwish Army, you guys are. I've gotten involved in some fandoms through doing this that I'm not crazy about. I'm not going to say who they are, but even if the reception was generally positive, you can still just feel some negative energy coming off of some of them. They're a little overly critical about some things. They'll bash other artists and things like that for no reason. You guys are really gracious. You're really kind, and you've been very welcoming and very appreciative and accepting of the fact that I don't know anything about this band. That I'm not really involved in the metal scene, so I don't know a lot of information about that in general. You guys have been really forgiving of that. You've been really welcoming to me, and I appreciate it. I really do. Good vibes, positive energy is really important. That's why, by the way, there is a link. I do have a Discord. It is open to everybody. There's just not a ton of channels there's just a few basic channels where you can just kind of hang out and chat. I don't want people to think it's exclusively for Patreon members. There is other stuff there. So if you just want to hang out on the Discord, you're more than welcome. The link will be in the description of all my videos. Come over and hang out. There is several more channels. Like there's a lot more stuff if you're a Patreon member, but you don't have to be. If you want access to that, there's a $2 tier on Patreon. This is a teeny tiny bit a month that you can use and get access to everything, but you don't have to. I just would love to see you guys over on my Discord and just hanging out. You guys just have a lot of really good energy. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Epic band Epic with I wonder. Look, okay, I'm learning new things. I've got a list of everybody who's followed or subscribed since I've been on here. Real quick, I'm going to run through this. So we got Ben, Peter, Terry, Jamal, Hub, or I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Mill, Brian, Zaheen, M. Sills, and Richard and Gio. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So usually metalheads are emotional people, but symphonic metalheads are extra empathetic than normal metalheads. Don't have because the scene is usually black and tough, unlike Nightwish. Okay, I see what you're saying. I think I understand. Let's go. Wait, someone's pregnant? I stopped listening to the music until I found Floor. She's the most amazing singer I've ever heard. She's pretty amazing. She's pretty awesome. My Darkling on the Discord, on Twitch and stream. I am planning on, I'm thinking about, somebody's telling me I need to do a Twitch stream, that I can do Twitch. If I do Twitch, I can do live reactions, that I can sit over there with you guys and get requests and do reactions live on Twitch. Whereas on YouTube, I can't do that. They'll shut it down in a heartbeat over here. And if, they block it and everything. But if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing me do, let me know about that too, because that would be pretty cool. I don't have any way. I can't start a poll here now because I've closed the thing because I was having trouble. But if that's something you guys would like to see me do, absolutely go to my Twitch channel. Basically, the way I'm going to decide, since I can't start a poll right now, the way I'm going to decide if I do that, start doing live reactions, maybe once a week, hop on there for a couple of hours and do just live reactions with you guys based on requests. If that's something you want to see me do, then go to my description, find my Twitch, the link to my Twitch account, and go and give me a follow. If I get several follows over there in the next couple of days, or if I get a lot of new follows, and it turns out a bunch of them are you Nightwish fans, then we'll definitely start that. We can start that up. Right now, I think I only got like 3 followers on there. I've never been on there but once. So if that's something that you're interested in, you'd like to see me do live reaction videos or live reaction streams, I should say, then run over there and give me a follow on Twitch. Non-stop listening to Ari, maybe because it's half Nightwish. I don't know what that is. See, I'm really clueless, guys. I really am. I'm so sorry, Edward. Have you found it again? Let's see what happens. We're doing okay. 5 cats. We have 4 cats and 4 dogs. It's a lot. It happens. You'll see Cookie, our pit, popping up in a couple of videos coming up soon. She runs in here sometimes. She's amazing. She's my favorite. I do have favorites, and she is it. Tara, you've got a gaming stream? I've been thinking about doing that. Me? Yes. Yeah. If you don't believe me, just go look at all the. Here's the thing. I've said this before. So Darren asks if you hear something you don't like, will you say so? Really? Yes. Which is why I didn't. There are 2 things I'm going to say about that. One. Yeah, drop that. I would like to know your Twitch link as well. But about that, there are a couple of things, Dave. One, generally, if I don't like something, if I really just across the board don't like it, then I'm not going to put out a video on it. If I can't find anything redeeming or positive to say about it, I just won't put the video out. And that's not because I'm afraid of backlash. That's because I'm not the authority on what's good and what isn't. And I know that. I'm 100% aware of that, okay? So I'm not going to be like, oh, look, here's this band who spent years of their life learning their instruments and learning to sing and honing their craft, who spent hours and hours, like hundreds of hours, putting this music together. And I'm just going to come along and drop a great big pile of poop on it, right? And say, oh, it's garbage, it's bad for this reason and that reason, and it's crap. I'm not going to do that. I am not the authority, and it's not my job to tell you that what you think is good isn't. That's not for me. Now, if I find something that I like, but there's something not great about it, and I can talk about that in a way that's knowledgeable, first of all, it's usually not going to be the music itself, because I'm not a musician and I'm not a singer. But if you don't believe me, go check out my reaction to Angelina Jordan's I think it's called Million Miles. It's on my YouTube channel. Check that out, Dave. If you're questioning that, that's my most disliked video, or it was before they got rid of the dislike button. Angelina Jordan fans really tore me a new one on that, because while I said and still stand by that her voice was amazing, she sang, it was incredible. There was a lot of emotion in her voice. I wasn't buying her performance. I just wasn't. I wasn't believing it. And that's my area. That's where I believe, at the very least, I've been educated. I have spent time studying that as a craft. I didn't buy her performance. And one of my reasonings for possibly why it wasn't a great performance was that it's possible that she was too close to the source material, that it was too personal, and so she kind of disassociated, right? That was my suggestion, and that's kind of, after learning more about it, that's what I kind of think happened for her, because I've seen her perform. I saw her sing a Bohemian Rhapsody, and she really gave herself to that one. I bought that. But I got so much hate off that Angelina Jordan video. So yes, that was a long-winded way of me saying absolutely. If I don't like it, if there's something about it that I think isn't good, I will tell you that wasn't good. There have been a couple of Lara Fabian videos where I've said, well, she was kind of pitchy. She was kind of flat here. You know, she seemed like she was struggling for some reason or another. But the thing is, I know enough about Lara as an artist that I can say honestly, I know for a fact that this is not because she's not a good singer. She's an amazing singer. So if she's struggling, I was just wondering if she was sick, if maybe she was struggling. And it turned out she was dealing with some throat things at a certain point in her career, or not throat things, her ear. She was in a car accident, and she had some inner ear damage. Like, that was a thing that happened. So I will absolutely tell you, yeah, this wasn't working for me. I haven't seen anything from Floor or Nightwish yet that wasn't any good, or that there was something I could really critique. Her performances are passionate and committed and free, and she's just so strong. Like, powerful is just still the word that pops into my head. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to shift it onto you, Darren. There you go. And it's not about. I understand the question. I'm not offended by the question. It seems like the obvious thing. If you're doing this and you're reacting to these bands and these artists it seems like the natural thing to not want to offend a big fan base like you guys. I mean, if I just came out and was trashing it, oh, Floor Jansen, maybe, is this and that, and the band was this, and I just didn't like it. I mean, you guys would be ticked, and I would get a ton of hate for it, right? Nobody wants that, but at the same time, when it comes to the music, I say it all the time. That's not my profession. It's not my area of expertise. I love music. I know a little bit about music. I did study a little bit about music, throughout in college. But where I really kind of hang my hat is in performance. It's in character work. And when it comes to that, I do feel a need to sort of protect my integrity a little bit in the video, in giving you something authentic and something real, and not sugarcoating it if I think something could have been done better. Then again, at the same time, I tend to approach things as though I were teaching someone, which is usually, for me anyway, to try and be respectful and encouraging, give criticism, but not hate. There's a difference between criticizing and hating on something. And I have no room for hate. I just don't have it. I prefer honest opinions over fake reactions anytime. I'm with you. Floor radiates so much beauty, talent, and positive energy. I feel it every time. Medicine for the soul. I agree, actually. I think that I keep saying it. You guys are going to think I don't know that many words, but there is so much power coming off of her. Different artists give you different things. I'm a big fan of the artist Aurora, for instance. I'm a big fan of Lara Fabian, as much as I'm a fan of anybody. And if you put those two artists and Floor next to each other and said, pick which one's better, I'm sure that you guys have an opinion. I'm sure other people have opinions. Personally, I'm going to tell you, I can't tell you that Floor is better than Aurora is better than, and Aurora is better than Lara. Like, I can't, or the other way around. It's just not possible for me because they're so very different. Technically, they all have their strengths, and they've all got to have some weaknesses, but that's not my area. And for them, really, it's just about the intensity and the passion and the way they express themselves, who they are, the way they give that to their audience, they give that to their music. It is incredible. They all do it in very different ways, but it's all palpable and powerful and impactful. So that's kind of what I get behind, man. That's what I really get into. And Floor really gives it to me. She's super there. Nightwish Army Northern England Division reporting for duty. Only just seen this video. The video was on. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? Welcome, England. Let's see. Donna, Floor is the master of performance, emotion, and empathy. And that's the person she was talking about on her YouTube channel, but I don't want to try to pronounce that name. Writes pure emotion for her to shine. The music is great. The music is amazing. You don't have to compare. We know who would win. I got you, Dave. I'm just telling you where I'm at, right? That's one thing that you'll learn about me pretty quickly if you watch any number of my videos, is that I don't know if it's because I've studied performance so much and I've been around it so much. I tend not to really fan out about anybody. I mostly just really appreciate the art and appreciate what they do. But as far as like being a hardcore stan, I don't really have anybody that I'm like that with. I like anybody that I would like freak out if they walked into the room, right? I don't really have that. But I think that gives me a really unique ability to look at all these people and give you my honest opinion that's not colored by my fandom, right? Like for instance, watching Adagio, I'm not going to be extra hard on Floor because I really love Lara. That's not going to happen because I don't have a preference. I just enjoy music and I enjoy expression, and I want to see what each of them bring to the song individually, Floor Adagios is perfection. I'm hearing that. I'm definitely going to check it out. I really just want to get a solid base of who she is as an artist under me first, and then I'll move into that. That way I don't go in there with too much of a comparison. Seriously, I love you guys, but I just don't want to embarrass myself, and I don't want to offend anybody. I cannot wait to see your reaction to Floor's cover of Lars Fabian's song Adagio. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Robert. We're just talking about that. I'm on it. It'll just be a little bit. I just want to get a few more of her songs in the tank first. Tuamas? I said it right? Tuamas. You know what it kind of sounds like? This might be, I hope this isn't insulting. It kind of sounds like somebody from Boston with a really thick accent saying Thomas. Please add your Twitch profile to future reactions. This is missing. It's, no, it should be, oh, I can do that now. I think it's, ooh, how do I do that? You should be able to look up. It wouldn't be either. It would just be That's Not Acting. Dave, my Twitch profile will be under That's Not Acting. That's Not Acting either is just the name of the channel here because I have another YouTube channel that's already named That's Not Acting. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I got that right. Don't overthink people's names. I do it all the time. I know it. That's just my thing. Everybody has their things, right? That's just my thing. I do overthink it. Boston. Boston. Oh, Gabriel just commented on the video. He said, first, thank you for the shout out. You're welcome, sir. I'm sure you're not here, but maybe he'll see this. Thank you for the shout out. And once again, he says, oh goodness, he left a comment. I'm going to read Gabriel's comment to you guys, okay? He says, thank you for the shout out. And once again, thank you for your quick response. As a suggestion for your future Floor reactions, you should check out her YouTube channel. You'll find there several interesting playlists, her performances from that show that she did in 2019, including her performance of Phantom. Oh, that's on that show. Okay. Then her home covers, 9 covers during the pandemic lockdown, and finally the playlist from her recent AFAS Amsterdam solo show from September 3rd. There are already first 2 songs there, but soon others will be added, 1 each week. The last 4K professional recording was long awaited by the fans because it was subject of a crowdfunding campaign from March 2020. When fans from all over the world participated and the needed sum was completed literally in hours. That's pretty insane. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying so hard to keep up with you guys. Okay, bye, Paula. You're welcome. You will see more. I promise. I can look up on Google how to pronounce. I know I can, and I'm nervous about it. I'm just nervous about it. It's my thing. It's just one thing that I have a problem with. I'm struggling with it. Tuamas is the metal Mozart. He is the founder, composer, and heart and soul of Nightwish. Floor really has a lot of respect for him. I can tell you that. Yes, Gabriel, he's awesome. I appreciate his help. Tara says, Floor is honestly one of the best singers alive right now, and not just because she joined your favorite band. You're sort of a voice technique nerd, even though deformity means you can't really sing anymore. I'm so sorry, Tara. That's terrible. I'm so sorry about that. That's awful. I feel bad. Once you discover many hidden gems that Tuamas includes in all his compositions and lyrics, you will discover a whole other level to the musical band. I love it when people really put something into it. You know what I mean? Something a little deeper. One of you guys popped over to Patreon and joined the $2 tier for the Discord. I will get to you as soon as I can and get your role set up. Rivka, I hope that's how you say it. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It means the world. I can't say that enough. Tara says, just say Floor. She has reached first name only status. Proud to be a Floor funder. Yeah, Floor. So she's up there with Cher and Madonna and Beyonce, right? I get it. I love it. Say, but I can sort of feel it when I listen to her sing. Feels like I can still open my voice like that again. I do sing along, just not well anymore. Oh, sing, girl, sing. I'm sorry, I don't mean to assume your gender, but sing. Whoever you are, sing. Absolutely, Tara. It's do what makes you happy. Do absolutely be kind to yourself and do what makes you happy. So Michael says you can look up on Google how to pronounce. I already read that. Thanks, Michael. Okay. I'm worried that we've lagged out because the chat has stopped. I hope we haven't lagged out. Got another sub. Dan, thank you so much for subscribing. So many of you showing up, so many of you being supportive. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. You guys are all incredibly awesome. We all call her Floor, but if ever saw her in person, it would be Miss. Yeah, I understand that. I get it. Thanks, man. I really appreciate. Listen, I cannot tell you how much, really, just the idea that everybody wants to do something that means something, right? And I got into this and I was so nervous about it when I first started making these videos, and I was thinking, man, what is it really? It's nothing. It's, I'm not really, I didn't know what I was doing, but just the idea that anything I do in my daily life can have any kind of impact, can bring any kind of positive emotion, positivity at all into anybody else's life is pretty amazing. So I really appreciate all the support. It really means the world. I mean, you guys are the reason that I'm here, and I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you so much. I don't know. I think it'd be more like Your Majesty or my Valkyrie goddess. Wow. You guys are intense. Thank you. I appreciate it. Who is that? Terry, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm just here, dude. I'm doing my best, I'm doing the best I can. I appreciate the support. Just be honest and open. It's all we need. Dude, to be honest, I don't know that I know how to do anything else at this point in my life. I'm far beyond putting on airs or like masks. I think I'm just too tired to do that. So all you're ever going to get is the real me. Talking to several reactors, they start off with, I hope I can bring something to the table, and end up with, I'm so happy I started. I learned so much. That's kind of, that makes sense to me, right? That makes sense to me. So you were looking at devoting a day a week to Nightwish reactions or more random? On YouTube, no, it's going to be more, I'm afraid it's going to be more random than that. There are too many artists and too many people asking for things, and being a free and open platform, I feel obligated to try to reach as many different demographics as possible, right? So, for instance, I've got another Aurora video coming up soon. I've got a video for someone. I just did it. It's really quickly. I'll tell you, it's coming pretty quickly. Actually, somebody did a jump the line thing that I set up to get this one done. It was. Oh, come on, where's it at? Eva Cassidy singing Over the Rainbow. That one, somebody actually, like I said, did a jump the line deal over at buymeacoffee.com to get that one done. So I just got through recording it. It'll be up in a week or so, a little less than a week. So like things like that have to happen on YouTube, which means that I can't commit a day. I have people even on my Patreon asking me, you just telling me that I need to start releasing more Lara Fabian on my YouTube channel. And I understand the desire for it, but it's just not, I really feel like YouTube needs to be more open. So I am thinking about devoting a day to Floor, however, but that will happen on the Patreon channel. like I said in the video, things from there always make their way to YouTube. So if I do a floor reaction I do it every Monday, and I do one this Monday and next Monday and the Monday after, well, then probably the one from this Monday will then make it to YouTube in that third week. And then when I did the second Monday, we'll make it 2 weeks later to YouTube. And that's kind of how it happens. So basically the people on Patreon, what they're getting, I mean, I hope they're getting something of value for their help, for their contribution, right? They're getting early reactions, they're getting releases early, and they get a lot more influence, a lot more input. So that's a thing. Bye, Karim. That's a thing I'm definitely thinking about doing over there. If enough people come over there who are Nightwish fans to the Music Lovers tier, it's $6 a month. And if enough of people jump in there and jump on the Discord who are Nightwish fans and they want that, then I will absolutely do a video a week of Floor. But that's just a thing that we'll just have to see what happens, right? I mean, there are a ton of Aurora fans and ton of fans of different people that I've done on YouTube. It just hasn't materialized over there the same way that Lara Fabian has. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, and that's where I'm at. I mean, like I said, the YouTube, it's a free and open platform. And so I just want to really be open to experiencing new artists and going in any direction that the wind is kind of blowing at the moment. But on Patreon, I'm a little more loyal to direct requests, so that's how that works. Eva Cassidy, I had never heard of her before, but that rendition of, I'm sorry, I don't like this music. Sorry, but that rendition of Over the Rainbow was really good. So I'm excited about getting that one out to you guys. Thank you, Wilbur. Song of Myself, Vakken. Yeah, I have a feeling I'll be going through the entire set list from Vakken. Bye, Karim. Hello, Casey. Dead Boys poem from Buenos Aires. Descendant of Odin, Valkyrie of the highest order, honored citizen of the Amazonian world, goddess of the Nightwish army, and bringer of all floor orgasms. You guys are insane. Donna, Shudder Before Beautiful Wembley. We could do a watch party on Discord to watch the Vakken 2013 show live in its entirety sometime. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. They actually, there are things I've done like that. I've done things like that on already before with different artists. Yours is an empty hope from Wembley. Yeah, I'm hoping to open the channel up and do a lot of different things. I'm even considering opening it up and like crowdfunding a road trip from me, which is from Texas in the United States, which is the very southern part of the United States, to Montreal, Canada, which is a very, very long, it's a 26-hour road trip, to see Lara Fabian in concert in June. And if I do decide to jump into that, I'll open it up for donations and things, and I'll basically, to make it worth it, I'll do live streams of the road trip the whole way and post a couple of videos, and I want to do things like that too. I don't know if Nightwish even ever makes it to the States, and if they do, I don't know when that would be, because I know concerts especially they're kind of hard right now. Yeah, I love road trips myself. I think it would be really fun to do. It's just expensive, and I'm not a wealthy man, so it would have to be a thing that if my subscribers on YouTube and Patreon want it to happen, it would have to be a thing that they would help fund. And then, yeah, making that road trip, like I said, I could set it up, get my phone in there in the car, and basically live stream most of the trip, and then publish some videos. It'd be great. I think it would be a lot of fun. 7 days to the Wolves live in Wembley Arena if you want to see them having fun, and Floor giving an amazing performance. Can't disagree. Nightwish does come to the U.S., but our collective irresponsibility, COVID, has them staying away for now. That makes irritating sense. It makes perfect sense. Which segment of the U.S. are you in? Are you out west, Tara? Are you up north and south, Midwest? Where are you at? I certainly appreciate great artists. And Nightwish is touring the U.S. in 2022. Hey, maybe we can work out a deal. Get a crowdfunding campaign going, and I'll live stream a trip to see Nightwish. I think I would feel kind of out of place, but I would certainly experience that. Absolutely, I would experience that. Yeah, somebody do me a favor and send me a link. My email's in the description. You can also reach me on different social media. Send me a link to their tour schedule, or where I can look at tickets. Can you come with your bike? So you're in Florida, not from there though. You know, the state where our governor has decreed that kids are allowed to go to school after testing positive. Yes, I know. Believe me, I'm from Texas, and I'm sure that you're aware of some of the boneheaded things my state has done recently. So we're still famous for being the first state that opened up like bars and things, even when we were also the state with the second most cases way back when. So I feel your pain. Your brother lived in Texas, and you did the road trip from Conroe, Texas to Upper Peninsula, Michigan. It's a long trip. I've made the road trip to New York a couple of times, and I've made the road trip to Canada once. It's a long trip, but it would be fun. I can just imagine, like, legit turning on my phone, setting up the live stream, and then for whoever wanted to come and go as they pleased for the 14 hours that day that I'm in the car, just having the live open. You know what I mean? I think it could be a lot of fun. Nightwish has their YouTube channel with all the dates. Cool. I will check it out. Hello, a fellow Texan, Casey. I don't know whether this to be like Texas proud or apologize that you have to live here. I go back and forth these days on how I feel about my state. You live outside of Fort Worth. Oh, you lived outside of Fort Worth in the 80s. Fort Worth is away a little bit from me, but not that far. Chaos already paved the road with Sancta Terra and Floor, so he will see Simone. I will see Simone. Oh, sorry, I got another notification. See, more people asking for me to do Adagio. I will get there. I will, I promise. It'll just take a little bit. So if you're in Texas and you're in Florida, we are both global jokes, no more than yeah, it's really, you know. Hey, but we don't have zombies, you know. That's not in our sort of zeitgeist. So that's something. Sorry, I hope that's not offensive. I like to see your reaction on Dimash Kudaibergen. You're an old school metalhead, but love good voices, and their voices just blew my mind. I think I did one Dimash. I had a really hard time with it with copyright and stuff, so I think I kind of avoided it after that, but I did one. Okay, guys. Listen, this has been the absolute best live that I think I've ever done. As far as audience participation, and that's what it's all about, really. It's getting you guys in here talking and things, and I really appreciate your support. You're Cajun. You hate Texas in so many ways. Yeah, it's not awesome. You love Texas and have family that have been living there for over 30 years. Look, I've lived here for a long time. I was born here. I haven't lived here my whole life, but I was born here, and I've lived here for a long time. I have a complicated relationship with Texas. I love Texas, but I also, and I have some problems with the way things get done here. Yeah, the last live 7 consecutive. Yeah, so it was great. This is better, much better. Really, it's just the participation. I really love it. I'll make an attempt. Maybe we'll do it. Listen, consider coming over to the Patreon. There's really a lot more communication there. Consider that. then we can maybe set some things up, like potentially a road trip. That's a thing that might happen. And also, that will involve YouTube as well. So even if you don't, maybe I'll do that. I'll put that up. Let's see. Casey. Hey, man, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Keep doing your thing. Hey, thanks, man. Don't forget to tip your host. I appreciate it. Yes. The man's going around with the wicker basket, right? I appreciate it. Simon is the singer of Epica. Simone Simmons. Epica is like Nightwish's heavier little sister. That's who they are. Thanks for the super chat, Casey. I really appreciate it. I need to fix those alerts. I don't like them. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tara. I had no idea what was going on. I keep getting lost in the chat. I keep getting lost. There's so much happening. Yes, I love them close to the same, but they are very different. I'm having people suggesting to me all kinds of things. I'm just really glad that I found you guys as a fandom. You guys are very, like I said, you're very open, kind, good energy all around. I like it a lot. Someone also has a L'Oreal deal. Oh, okay. She's a looker. Okay. Lots of people compare them. I'll check it out. Casey, just so you guys know, a lot of you might, Casey's got his own channel, got his own stuff going on, Casey Chaos. Go check him out. He's got a YouTube channel, and he does a lot of Twitch streams and stuff. He does some lives with live reactions, so go give him a shout out and check him out. We try to support our community around here, right? I'm uploading at Epica to Facebook. They just opened it up like YouTube. Oh, nice. Same reason I started studying voice. Don't forget their... Oop, not going to say that. All right, guys. Listen, I've been on here now for about an hour and 20 minutes. I would stay probably a little bit longer, but to be very honest... I'm getting cold and I need to turn my heater on. But all right, man, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you being here and supporting. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for hanging out in the live. It really means the world, man. Like I said, if you are interested in seeing me do like some live reactions, like a live show, like a live stream with reactions, hop on over to my Twitch channel. You'll find it. That's not acting either. The link should be in the description. That's not acting. Bye, Terry. I'm leaving too. You're not. It's okay. Kiss and good night to everybody. Good luck on your Nightwish journey. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting through it. Can you get a Nightwish channel on the Patreon, on the Discord? Absolutely. That's for sure gonna happen. That's for sure gonna happen. There's your support is too extreme. I cannot avoid it. Absolutely, there'll be a Nightwish channel, for sure. It's gonna be restricted probably. The general channels are there for everybody, but the Nightwish channel is probably gonna be restricted to supporters and Patreon members. But anyways, beyond all that, man, you guys are awesome. I will talk to you guys another time. Again, if you want me to do live reactions on Twitch, hop over there, find the link in the description, and give me a follow. And if I get enough people over there, I'll start doing lives over there. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was great chatting with you guys too. I will see you. I'll see you in the next video.